Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I am going to do an unboxing from virtual shopkeeper Dee, and I just left the thrift store. I had some packages to drop out, so naturally I went by my favorite thrift store and they was having another half price sale. That makes the second one I've been to since the 4th of July. But anyway, hey Clint, welcome in, sweetheart. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and share this video. You having a good day, Clint? Good to see you. I was thinking about you this morning, but I went in there just by chance. I didn't know they was going to have a half price sale. Yeah, Clint, I was. I was thinking about that glue gun, but anyway. I just happened to roll on in there and they was having a half price sale, which is right up my alley. Their prices are great anyway, but half price is half price. And I did get some pretty amazing items from there. So I decided to make this a one haul and one thrifting reveal. So, you're good, just worn out. Did you not get any rest last night, Clint? Now, daggone it, where's mine? Oh, Lord, people. Is this one here? But anyway, as soon as I find that, I'll tell you what. One of these days, I'm going to get this, cleaned off. It's going to stay that way. I was cleaning all night yesterday. Wow, Clint, was you rearranging your room? Where is I'm losing my mind. Aha, here's the good one. I think I went to bed. I was working on a diamond art, and I'll go between working a diamond art to crocheting an item that's a gift for somebody. And I've been packing up stuff. I had to take some things to UPS. It's a run for the finish. I've got everything done except for one thing. So I come upstairs up here when I came home, turned that air on up here, and usually when you turn it on, the cooling is like immediate. You can feel it. So I tell you, when you start going through your stuff, it's mind-boggling sometimes. So I'm also have a diamond art finish that I need to put some kind of fancy something around the edges of it to hide. It has the chart of the colors to hide all that, because that is a gift for someone as well. I've got some stuff that to seal it with, where you put it over top and it seals it down. And then I think I've got at least 5 more diamond paintings coming. Like I said, never an idle moment. So this is the box that we're going to be doing today. And it's this big. See how UPS does wait a minute. Now this is from the post office. Good thing that it's not completely through. So you got to really pack your stuff well, because if you don't, it's going to end up like that. Now, I could have understood it, and I'm not being negative, if it was UPS, because I know that they deal in a large quantity of boxes, and they work fast. As a matter of fact, I sent out 2 packages and the UPS truck was picking up. So that's a good thing, right? We're going to go ahead and open this. Let me slice this thing open. have to do it over here because there's just not enough room here to do anything. So the slicer open. I like to recycle my boxes because it just comes in really handy when you do that. And I like to recycle a lot of stuff. There's no sense in throwing it away when you can use it, right? So let's get started here. A lot of people wrap things really well, so I always have extra wrapping paper. And if I'm selling glass or I've sold glass, I really got to make sure that it's wrapped properly. So, number one. Oh, pretty good so far, Clint. I was downstairs and my daughter had made ravioli and not French toast, but garlic toast, and I hurried up and down that. So I don't want to cut my paper up here. Boy, I tell you, they wrap things really well. My husband, he's outside weed eating, and I tell you, I cannot take the heat. Now, he works for Ford Motor Company, and they don't have an air-conditioned plant, but there's plans for that. And he can really take that heat, but not me. I used to lay out in the sun all the time, and not anymore. So the first thing we have is wrapped very well. We'll unwrap it as soon as I find the end of the tape. So I got the seashell, but I have some other things like starfish and everything as well. That's one of the shells. But I thought that was pretty neat. But this does have other things that's with it. So we'll put this off to the side for a minute. So next up, we have something else wrapped. Like I said, I try to not destroy the bubble wrap because I reuse that. Waste not, want not, right? So I would say that that's wrapped pretty well. Let me get into this. So we are unwrapping here. Then I've also got this stuff here. This stuff here is handy for, I've been selling a lot of glass lately, and here's another shell. This one's really pretty. These are real too. They're not faux. These would actually be cute. Putting like a little cactus in there, a little succulent plant. We'll put that over there. Save my little paper here because a lot of glass has left this house in the last week or so. So, when you see a good deal, and especially after you know what it is, you don't want to pass it up. Moving on. I think the lady that this is from, she has a granddaughter that helps her, and which is nice. I'm so particular about when I wrap something. Everybody gets out of the way because I'm very particular. So here's the next one. And I think this may be a piece of the sponge coral, I think. We'll get this one open. We've got a lot of things to wrap with. Hey Dan, welcome in, sweetheart. Good to see ya. I hope your day's going well, Dan. I got some shell. Look at this. And this is real. This is real coral. Clint, would you drop your channel as well as Dan's in the chat just in case we get more people come in? I believe Dan's from the UK and he does. Hey Angie, welcome in. And he does fish tanks and he does food hauls as well. He's a very sweet person. He just last night he always drops channels and stuff to check out, and mine was one of them. Thank you very much, Clint. And do Angie's as well if you don't mind. I hope you're doing well, Angie. Are you doing okay today? So we're opening a heavily wrapped. I've sold a lot of glass lately. A lot of Fenton glass and crystal and lead crystal, and I wrap the daylights out of it. And you're doing good. You're just resting. I'm glad to hear that, Angie. We all need that little time to ourselves. I have lots of things to wrap things in. It seems as everything is wrapped very nicely, but those shells are really neat. So we have this little baby shell. Now this was all bought as a lot, but she wrapped it separately. So Dan has a lot of neat things in his fish tanks, I noticed, and he's got some fish that are pretty hard to take care of, but he does such a good job. And very nice guy, always very polite. Let's see what's next. I'm going to have a wall of paper up here as big as... They certainly wrap everything really well. I had garlic, a little bit of my daughter made some ravioli, and I had some garlic bread, and I still taste it. And these are actually real shells, and here's another one. This would be neat to take these shells and get you kind of a big glass container and fix like a little desert type thing in there, and that would be neat. And like I was saying early, this is from Virtual Shopkeeper DD, Angie. I've got enough wrapping paper to... I like to keep it because I do sell glass, and here lately quite a bit of it. I've sold quite a bit of Fenton baskets and everything. And then I have an additional haul that I haven't been back that long, and I just come in the house, and when I get a wild hair, I just come on here and do a video. I guess I'm what you call spontaneous, I guess you'd say. So, and then here's another shell. Look how beautiful that is. Look at the pink in there. I don't know if you can see that. Isn't that beautiful? It'd be nice to be on a beach somewhere, wouldn't it? Like Hawaii or something like that. It would be nice to be out there looking at the beautiful water. And I went on cruises before, and something that I noticed was the different colors of water at the different ports. I went to Cozumel, Mexico, Honduras, the Grand Caymans, and there was another one, and it was just amazing the water, the different color of water. And I can remember we had to get on a boat to go to across to a little island, and I was looking at that water, and I was saying, how beautiful is that? I said, how can people not believe that God exists, because he did that? And that's what I was thinking about. I was like, look how beautiful that is. Hey, Laura, welcome in, sweetheart. I've been at it again, but I had took some packages to UPS, and you know where I'm going to stop. So they must have extended their sale from the 4th of July, and it was half price again. So I've been rolling with it. You know, if you go by there, it'd be silly not to stop in, right? Clint said he's tired. He's been cleaning and rearranging his room, and Clint's a pretty good little fella. He's a sweetheart. I'm still tasting that garlic in my mouth from that garlic toast. You're welcome, Clint. Just tell him the truth. You know me. I tell it like it is. Look, oh my God, look at this. How amazing is that? Isn't that beautiful? That would be neat, like if you had a fish tank, to sit it down in a fish tank and attach a little mermaid to the base of it and put little pearls in there in a little chest. Wouldn't that be amazing? And as we know, abalone, it's becoming extinct, so there will be no more harvesting of abalone because it's very scarce. So whatever you see that's made already is all you're going to see, because it is an endangered species. So, all right, I bet this is jewelry. I think it's amazing, all the sea life and everything, and how, except for my husband was watching this movie last night. It was about these piranhas, and they were real big, and I was like, Lord have mercy. Some of them look prehistoric looking. Clint says jewelry's his favorite. Well, if you ever came in this house, you would never leave again, because there's plenty of it everywhere you look. So, okay, you guys, these are neat. These are real, and they are little starfish. Here's the back of them. And I have a whole box of these right here. Isn't that neat? And of course, they're petrified. But yeah, they're the real deal, and they're little babies. Isn't that neat? That is really neat. I knew I had those as well as these other shells, but that one piece was out of this world. Moving on. Now, these are outdoor things, and I just thought they were really adorable. And they were brand new, and they're solar lit, and I'll show you. One is a turtle, and the other is an elephant. I can get the box open here without. Of course, I'm putting it out in my yard somewhere near my. Wow, that thing is taped big time. Okay, let me slice. Whoops. Okay, you guys. This is it says open me. I'm trying to, and I can't get to it. Okay, here's that. I like little yard ornaments and stuff. I have a big concrete basket. I had a neighbor when I lived in our rental house, and she worked for a concrete, she painted concrete pieces, and her employer was really good to them. Every year she had maybe 5 or 6 employees, and she sent them all to Hawaii every year. What a benefit that was. And she's called the concrete lady. She started out little bitty, and then she grew through the years, and she's a millionaire. She's probably the only concrete. She's got a nice, large store I'd say about 15 miles from here. And that just goes to show, sometimes you have to start out little bitty. But she's a millionaire, and she has a very nice home. Hey, Marzitas, welcome in. Good to see you, sweetie. Look at this little guy. Those lights in there light up. See his solar panel back here? That's a solar panel. And isn't he adorable? I could imagine at night after that's lit up how beautiful that's going to be. Isn't that pretty? Then I have an elephant. Last but not least, I have an elephant as well. It's really cute. But I remember talking about the lady with the work for the concrete company. I made years ago, and I've got one myself. I used to do ceramics, and I made a little ceramic doll that was baby size. And I made one to look like my daughter when she was born. And then what I did, I put the little clothing that she had on when she came home from the hospital on it. And then I've got it downstairs, and it's in an antique, I think it's a baby buggy. And I think she wanted a doll made in ceramics, and I think we traded. And that basket is big. So we kind of did a swap there. She goes, "Well, would you make it like this?" I said, "Sure, I can." I used to do a lot of ceramics. They don't even offer those classes anymore. But it was fun. You could be creative, and this is adorable. Let me get him out of the bag. So let's hang him together. He is as well as a solar light. And hook him together here. And how cute is that? Now, is that not precious? And that lights up at night. And here he is with his trunk up. Very, very cute. Isn't that precious? But I thought that was definitely unique. And there's this little lantern right there, which there's a little solar light in there will come on. Isn't that adorable? Okay, now I remember when I had the sale on Thursday, and I had this little trinket box that was absolutely gorgeous and a collector's item. And what I did, I had my husband take it apart, and we oiled it. And I'll show it to you. It's beautiful. Now, the music box is not really loud because the music box itself is teeny weeny. But here is what I was showing them. This right here. Very beautiful. So I'm a firm believer all you got to do is oil something and it'll come back to life. And it's the Heights of Fancy premiere issue and Lena Lou's Enchanted Wings heirloom porcelain music box collections. Music selections, Wind Beneath My Wings. It is has numbered and it's from 2001. And like I said, it's not real loud, but it does work. Isn't that beautiful? Another yard tour. I had to take that one down because it was so glitchy. It was embarrassing. And on the inside, it says, "You are a special jewel to treasure always." That says that on the inside of it. How beautiful is that? Yeah, I need to. I don't know if I got too far. It shouldn't matter, but yeah, I need to do another one because I've got tomatoes on that look real nice. I've got some peppers on. I have a big wishing well that was my husband built me out of creek stone. And that area around there is just hideous. So what I decided to do, I got me some AstroTurf. It's green because we have to replace the thing that the landscaping timbers. But it's just a constant battle keeping that grass and weeds out of there. So we're going to kill all that out and put that AstroTurf down, and there'll be nothing to be able to come through that. I wanted gray. Hey, Simone, welcome in, sweetheart. Good to see you. And I wanted gray, but we couldn't find it. So I just got green, and then we'll surround all that area because, quite frankly, I'm over that grass. I mean, you can kill it, it comes right back, and I'm just going to smother it out. Then I'll have a nice green area and stuff like that. And Clint, I'll get Laura. Laura, would you drop Simone's link, please? Because I know she's working on some things, and it never hurts to support one another. And here we have, that is beautiful. I told my husband it's beautiful. He said, "We'll keep it then." But isn't that gorgeous? Got the most beautiful there we go. There you go, Simone. We got you dropped there. You're very welcome, sweetheart. Now we're getting into the real good stuff. It's not a real big haul, but nonetheless. Let me step out here for a second. I got to pull that box in here. Okay. This time I didn't have to go downstairs. So, thank God I'd have been out of breath. I'm going to have to put one of those. Okay. A lot of you will be familiar with this. This is something, I think it's from maybe late 50s, early 60s. And your grandmother probably had one of these. It's all aluminum. It's from Regal. It says quality aluminum, Regal Ware and Company. This is amazing. This KEWASUMW something. But I know this has to be, here's the bottom of it. This has to be from the late 50s into the 60s. It has to be. So I don't know if you can see that. Let me move it in right there. And as you can see on the bottom here, it has these little things that holds the plate on. The handle's not cracked. This is total aluminum. And it's got a few little dings that here and there, but nothing to, for its age, it's in excellent shape. Simone likes that. Yep. Remember your grandmother baking her homemade cake and putting it in here and forbidding you to get into it until it was time? But isn't that nice? Makes you wonder how something like this, I mean, there's a few little issues here and there, but my husband likes things like this, so I just got it for him. So when I seen it, I'm like, oh no, that's not what I think it is. And yes, it is. So that's a definite blast from the past. And guess what? It was half price. There's one little ding right there, but who's to know? I mean, for the age of it, I would say it's in pretty good shape. Someone really took care of this. But it's entire aluminum. And next up, let me shut that door. There's the bag of jewelry. This was an extreme score, and I've got some video cassettes coming that are from the 80s, and I love that kind of music. That was back in the old high school days. I found a Walkman. Those things are expensive. It still has that, and since it was 1927, I got it for $10 and something. And it's got the little, I mean, these things are expensive. I don't even know. It's got a radio. It's got radio, cassette player, fantastic sound, anytime, anywhere. That was a bargain. And a lot of times they will look this stuff up to see what it sells for before they put it out. But it's even got the owner's manual with it. So I felt like that was a score. It's got those little tiny headset on it. So I don't know when they stopped making these, but this looks like it's brand new. It's got the papers and you got your radio on there. That'd be nice to put on when you're outside and so you can forget about how hot it is and listen to the music. No, I'm kidding. So next up, this thing's really old. I didn't even really have time to really get into this very much. Here's the lid. I'll show it to you. I'll find the lid to it. This thing is old. So I will show you. It's very rare. It's like, winning the lottery. This is from, it's got the sticker on the bottom of it, which that told me everything I needed to know about it. Let me see. And the matching, I guess this is might be a gravy dipper thing. And you put this in here like that. And of course, here's your lid. This thing is old. So you put your spoon in there, put it right there, and there you have it. Put it on there correctly. It goes more to the side. Isn't that amazing? This thing is old. I'm going to have to look this up. I haven't really did much, but I'll show you up close the patterning on that. It's kind of like fruit. And it's really, really old. And I do believe the spoon does match everything else. And here's the bottom of it. I don't know. I just seen it and grabbed it because I knew someone else would. Isn't that beautiful? And that bottom piece says hand painted LEW Linwile ARDALT Artware Japan. And it is numbered, so I'll have to take a deeper look at that. We might have an authentic antique on our hands. You never know. It does look old. It needs to be cleaned up, but it looks old to me. You know, you don't see detail like, someone actually took the time to do a great detail on that. Hey, Alpine, welcome in. For soup, yeah. Have you ever seen one that survived that long that has the actual, and I believe this does match because it has that motif on it. Welcome in, Alpine. Good to see you. And like I said, I haven't really looked this up yet. I just knew it was half price and I didn't need to know much after that. But it is beautiful, so. It doesn't have any kind of fired gold on it. It's just as it is, but you're welcome. So next up we have this lead crystal clock. This is by Sterling & Noble. It's made in the U.S. It is lead crystal. Nice piece. And there's your back of it. I'll have to get in there, and I can see the battery, so you probably have to go through the front to get to the battery. But it is beautiful, and it's got some weight to it because it's lead crystal, and it is Sterling & Noble right there. Very nice piece. Wouldn't want to drop that on your foot. I guarantee you it would hurt. So moving on. I would hate to say how many pieces these people wrap in a day because they sell a lot of glassware and stuff, especially when it's half price. I I really wasn't into going to the second one because I thought, gee, I had a, what do you call, a premonition that I maybe shouldn't go up there. Thank you. This, I love angels. And this one, isn't it precious? There's the back of her. And look at her little hands. Isn't that the cutest thing you've ever seen? See, when I was a little girl, my hair was really blonde as well. I had real blonde hair. She's saying a prayer. Isn't that precious? Beautiful little piece. Great condition. It doesn't say, I don't know what year she's, hang on just a second. Let me check something out. Don't see any indicators of when she was made, but she is cute. She adorable. I have a lady that she comes in that shop quite a bit, especially on the weekends, and I was teasing her and she was teasing me, and I got up to the counter and I told the lady, I said, every time Debbie looks at this, she sees her face, and we just all cracked up. But isn't that precious? I love things like that. And of course, it wouldn't be me if I didn't get the jewelry. Just wrap her up. But that is just the most precious little thing I've ever seen. And you know I'm going to get jewelry, you know that's a given, but I'm going to look into this a little bit more. I think we may have something here that merits that. So here comes the jewelry. That's an elf. I thought this necklace was particularly, this is a Chico's. And I thought, even though it had a very large thing on it right there, look at the stones on that. Beautiful. You have your like reddish orange in that. Kind of. I thought that was pretty. You heard mantle clocks are the new trend. Yeah, they used to really have those mantle clocks. You know, everyone did, and they were from real fancy to real plain. But I thought this one was pretty. It has a large medallion, but it's still pretty. I mean, it's a longer one. You have your little, this is kind of like cording right there, but I thought that was pretty. You know, for those who like the large statement necklaces. I thought those beads, the ones with the pink and stuff, were really amazing as well. So there's that one. I'm thinking this one may be stone. That's another thing I look for when I go in. I look for, because sometimes people just, you know, they go through so much in a day's time that they really don't think about. They just group it together. They do have this person that goes through things. So I thought that this had some aventurine in it and some clear quartz, and I'll show you. And you've got this thing that comes down here like that. And we're going to check it out to see what we have. It's not a mark necklace, but we're going to take a look. I'm always looking for those stone items. Okay, we're ready. So I'm going to hit this with a Presidium. Imagine me turning it off and not letting the battery run down. You better write that down. So we're going to check one of these and see what we have. You know what, guys? That went up into the emerald category. The tourmaline, emerald, amethyst. Yeah, it went up into the emerald category. I mean, they're emeralds and stuff. A lot of them in the rough, like, these little things here, which are called chips. See, a lot of times they heat treat and irradiate a lot of gemstones to give them the color that they are. And that's glass right there. But the other stones, I believe that one is clear quartz. I think there's aventurine in there as well. I love looking at for things that's got stones. Okay, tourmaline, emerald. Yep. So we have, this is glass here, but yet these are stones here, and one test is emerald. Okay, Laura. And it's just a lovely, like I said, that big one is no more than glass. But these right here, there's some aventurine, clear quartz, and there's emerald in that. Now, hey, Brian, welcome in. So, like I said, a lot of your gemstones start out, they look like this. And until they irradiate them or heat treat them to bring out their color and their vibrancy, this is what they look like. So they use the little stones on there. So we have clear quartz, we have some aventurine, and we have some emerald in there as well. So that was a score. I love my earrings. Would hate to even quote how many I've got. But I thought these were beautiful. Aren't those beautiful? Those are faux pearls. The rhinestones on there are very nice. Yeah, they're faux pearls. Beautiful. This reminds me, if you look into that stone, that reminds me of the way they used to do rhinestones back in the day, where they were so faceted. See the faceting in that stone? Where even that's why they're so well sought after, the older pieces, because and some of them are what they call I'm stepping on bubble wrap. Swarovski crystals, some of them were like that. That's another good example of a very nice stone right there. Check glass. That was what I was looking for. Whoa. Too much stuff, and stay there. Next up, oh Lord. Okay, you guys, this is that AB coated, and these are glass. And I'll tell you what, hey Nana, welcome in, sweetie. These AB items go for a premium. Trust me, I've seen, which I'm going to show you here in a minute. Thank you very much, Laura. This particular, do you see the gleam off of that? These are glass. Beautiful AB crystal. This particular one has a toggle on it right there. But I'll tell you, Brian knows, when these ladies see this glass AB crystal, they go after it because they know. But isn't that beautiful? Because I have a necklace. I lucked onto a necklace too. And they say lightning doesn't strike twice in the same place. Because I got these at the same time. Okay, y'all. I did find, I believe this is an agate slice. Let me get this off of here. And I'll explain something to you here. Let's see, nothing like a necklace twined around. They don't put these in separate baggies, and I really don't blame them because the items that they sell is astronomical. This place does a really good business. Don't you just love it when you get something? Never tangles up until you're getting ready to show it, and then it does it. Murphy's Law, right? If I have to, I'll just take this lobster thing. There's more than one way to skin a cat, and I don't give up. I'm stubborn like that. Let go. Give it here. You got, for Petey's sake. This is amazing. And this lady that's in there all the time, she looked on, she goes, look at that jewelry. And she goes, well, what's that? I said, that's an agate slice, a nice one. She goes, well, how'd you find that? I said, well, all you got to do is look through there. You never know what's in there. I said, I kind of know what to look for. All right, turn it loose. She's over there talking and I'm banking up. Went to Goodwill today, first time in over a year. I was surprised that the prices were better than they had used to be. Some prices anyway. Yeah, a lot of their prices have went up, and I don't know if they do that. I mean, I'm all about helping people, but when they took the senior discount away here, which I think's wrong because that's a customer appreciation and that's greedy. Yeah, the prices have went up here too, and they took away the senior citizen discount. I'm just right on the edge of being an older person. This is an agate right here. Look at that. I'm surprised that was still there. A lot of times people don't know what they're looking at, and that's when I swoop in. See how it's that's neat. I don't know if you can see. Where's that light? There we go. Found something. Imagine that. Okay, I'll shine this light through it. See that, y'all? That is an agate for sure. Isn't that neat? A lot of times, Nana, it's sometimes when you get into I've got this little book with me. It's got identification of gemstones. And sometimes you really know, you just know that's, what it is. And I love aquamarine as well. But yeah, the chain is not silver, but that's a nice agate slice on there. Very nice. I'm normally the type of person that that's what I'll do. I'll hit the. Okay, I found this brooch, which I felt like was very unique. It's not marked that I know of, but look at that. You ever seen a brooch like that? You got your little ballerina, little musical note. Isn't that neat? Kind of copper color, kind of Phantom of the Opera looking. I thought that was different. I didn't see any marking on the back of it, but I just happened to, I had plans going there anyway, and I found out everything was half price. But that is different. And then I found this little bow, and this one's marked. Let me take it off here and look on the back. I forgot my little, it says LIA, and it's got a trademark. So I'm not for sure. I'm thinking Leah Sophia, but I don't think that's what this is. But it is gold toned. It's very pretty. All the rhinestones are there. You can tell when something's older. Look at the rhinestones in that. It's just, they're just so different than what the ones of yesteryear, so to speak. Then I spotted this necklace. I think it's acrylic. Pretty sure it is, but just for the heck of it, let's see what it is. Yep, it's acrylic. Let me turn this off. But I thought this was rather different. I think it's older. You've got this on the bottom, and that's just acrylic, and it's gold tone. Comes down to these. And they flip. This right here flips. If I can get it to do it. Or it's hinged on there like that. That's a mark of a pretty good necklace. It's not marked, but it is nonetheless very interesting. Right there. And here's your chain right there. Very, very nice. Boy, if that was a stone, we'd be in business, wouldn't we? I'm thinking I had something else. Take a gander. Must be in the next one coming, but yeah, I kind of, when something's half price, you don't quibble about it, you pick it up. So that's what I did. I really like these right there, really nice. And as you know, they go through so much jewelry that blows your. Oh, I forgot to show you this. Now, this was definitely a find, because if you know anything about glass AB crystal, I was able to locate. Nuh-uh, hun, it's alpine. It's just acrylic. But boy, wouldn't it, if that was jade, we'd have it made, wouldn't we? Oh my goodness, and this is vintage. Let go. Why is that so tiny? Okay, this clasp, it says something on the back of it. And every time you get one of these, it's always little. And whose neck is that small? Don't see anything. It must be, it's very ornate. And I'm going to pop that clasp and see exactly what we have here. A lot of times that 925 marks on that. I think I'm the queen of wishful thinking. I don't see it. But it fits my neck. But these are glass. And the thing that impressed me about them is this right there, that flat part right there. And when you see these go up on auction, they go for, I've got a triple layer one. they go for big money. Now this one fits me. By the time you latch it, it would be right there, but they're always tiny. Now this one could be extended. Well, you'd have to change the clasp out, but yeah, this one is that beautiful AB crystal. As you can see, the reflective nature of that. But I just got lucky and was able to get a pink AB glass, and I got it cheaper than what I've seen some regular ones go for, and the pink ones are rare. If you ever find a pink one, oh, it's okay. If you ever find a pink AB crystal glass, then you got something. I've got one. I think it's a single strand, and I was just happened to be in the right place at the right time to be able to get that, which of course I had to battle for it, but hey, what can I say? Yeah. And I guess, I mean, it's not very long. And none of these necklaces are, for the life of me. I guess they figured that ladies back in the day had a neck like a pencil, but this one comes in with the clasp at about a little over 14 and a half. So, yeah. I was really amazed with some of these, like that stone right there with that flat, see that peak right there? But if you ever see one of these out in the sunlight, it'll knock your socks off. But yeah, I don't know why people think people's necks were so thin, but I guess that would be what you call a Rivoli style, where it's kind of got the peak right there and there. But I just was so amazed by this shell right here. Isn't that the most beautiful shell you've ever seen on the inside? Of course, that's mother of pearl abalone. It's beautiful. Lots of potential there. And then, of course, there was this here. And it's, of course, it's dried, but it is authentic. I thought about taking it. Wouldn't that be neat to get you like either a large glass container and put white sand in it and put a lot of these in there and put, some little succulents in there and little containers would be really neat. But that is neat. That's sea life right there. Then, of course, I thought these little starfish were adorable as well. Some of you didn't get to see these, but there's the underbelly of one. And you turn it around, and there's that side. I have several of those. It almost looks like little hairs on there. See that? But I guess that's, that may help the starfish kind of maneuver a little bit, and it may have been a protection thing from other sea life. Which one, Brian? Are you talking about this? I think it may be. I think it's an older one. I really do think it is an older one. But man, you have to have the clasp on it is beautiful. Yeah, this is older, yeah. And so you would have to have, it fits me, whoops. It fits me, but it's without strangling me. Let's see, it does. If you clasp it, it would fall about right there. So it's rather choker-esque, I guess you'd call it. But I have never seen these kind of Rivoli looking stone type things right there. See that flat bottom? And like I said, these are always so tiny. My suggestion would be if, of course, with this it's different, but if you have a lobster claw, to get something and extend it possibly on the other end where the little balls are, and try to make it the metal the same color as what you have. Because I tell you, I think they felt like people starved themselves or something. We're Americans, we like to eat, right? But yeah, I did find a pink one, or the glass like that, and I was really lucky because they're like they're far and in between. But yeah, that's beautiful. But I'm always, but I was really thrilled to get that Walkman because, but I bet those little things. I'll show you this when it shows a better illustration. I bet those little things that look like hairs on there was something that they used for protection. Maybe those were really sharp, and when something got a hold of them, it turned loose of them. But everything has to have a protection, some form of protection. A little bitty fit starfish, and just think these were once alive, and they kind of look like. To me, they look like little patches, but they're actual starfish. I got tickled. Dan, he came in earlier, and the first thing that went through my mind was Mike. January House Mike. He said, "Yeah, those ladies was on there talking 30 minutes about how handsome this guy was." And I'm like, and said, "Hey, you call a spade, right? We're married. We're married, but we're not blind, okay?" But it was so funny the way he goes, "Well, they was on there talking about this guy from so and so," and I just had to laugh. He's so cute and fun. Yeah, he is. When you put him and Johnny together, you're just rolling and laughing. They say they're knuckleheads. They say they're two knuckleheads. That's true, Laura. Our eyesight works just fine, doesn't it? But it was just so funny how he brought that up, and I was like, he goes, "Well, they was talking about this guy for about 30 minutes." But no, Mike, he's January House, and he's Mike, and he's with a guy named Johnny, and they are really, really fun. You got to check them out. But I don't have my phone. Laura, could you drop Mike's link in the chat? It's January House is what it is. And if you guys want to laugh, I think it's about 7 o'clock on Sundays, and they just but it was just so funny. He said, "Well, those women was talking about." Well, but it was just funny how he said it. Well, they was talking about this guy for about 30 minutes. Well, we have the right to admire, don't we? But yeah, he's usually on with Nana Tink as well on Tuesdays. So you might want to subscribe to Nana Tink, and that way you get Nana Tink, and then sooner or later you'll have Virtual Shopkeeper DD, Victoria, of course, Mike and Marion, and yes, they crack me up. Every time I get in there, I say naughty things. No, I'm kidding. but they do have nice things, and they are so much fun. And Johnny, I believe it was last Sunday, he sold this big, huge pile of ephemera things from the 30s, the 40s, and you name it. I don't know how he gets all that historical stuff, but he does a lot of it. But he has a lot of fun. January House Auction is one. Did he ever get that one channel back, Nana? Do you know? Let me see, and I don't have my phone up here. There you go. Awesome. So that's Mike, and he's a lot of fun. He's on Tuesdays with either Nana Tink, Dee Dee, or Victoria. He's on Sundays at 7 p.m. He's just a lot of fun. He's just a lot of fun. And so that's, yeah. But it's their personalities. They're just them. And, it's kind of nice that, and they do have some amazing things, some vintage things. And I bought a brooch and clip earring ensemble that was, I think it was Jerry's, and I had it on during Thursday's auction. I absolutely love it. The earrings are very comfortable. I've already wore that 3 times. If I go out and about, I'll wear it. But yeah, that's his channel. Check him out. He's a lot of fun. Him and Johnny. You put them two together. They say the darndest things, but they are fun. They're more fun than a barrel of monkeys. There we go. Thank you, Laura. Like he'll tell you, they're just two knuckleheads, and that's what they say. They say we're just two knuckleheads. Laura, did I show you? Well, take a listen. I don't know if he's in the chat or not. I bought this and absolutely loved it. So we got it. But I thought it was so beautiful, and I knew there was a way to revitalize that music box, and it is from 2001. Let me hold it. It's hard to hold it still. As you can see. Yeah, my husband, he kind of used the screwdriver, but the reason why it's not real loud is because it's itty bitty. But I thought that was the most beautiful thing, and it's signed by the artist right there on the corner. Whoops, the other way. Right there. And I seen it, and I'll tell you, one reason why I didn't pick it up the first time was because of the music box. But I thought, well, I've fixed a couple of those. So what you do is you just oil it, and then you let it play a few cycles, and it goes through there. And name that tune. That's the most beautiful, beautiful song. But it's Wind Beneath My Wings. Who sings that? I can hear it I can hear it singing, but I can't. Yeah, Bette Midler. Yeah. I thought that that was just so beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful butterflies. But yeah, I think you guys will enjoy Johnny and Mike. If you go in there and you don't laugh, there's something wrong. You're in an extreme bad mood, but he is a lot of fun. And but you know, they're good at what they do, but they're in the same breath they're silly. But you just have to be there. But that's another good channel. And what time is it? 5:40. Well, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this live. I just thought I would come on and do an unboxing. I haven't done one in a little while, and I usually just come live to do those. And I had been thrifting. I thought, well, why not? But that's another beautiful. That's faceted big time. Thank you, Laura. Thanks, Brian. That's another one right there. Another glass, faceted. I'll tell you when the light bounces off of that. Alrighty, Miss Nana. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay inside where it's cool. My husband's working outside. I used to get out there, but since I'm getting so young, it's good seeing everybody. Thank you for coming in. Don't forget the thumbs up, share this video, and subscribe. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.